Finally, the moment is here. In this episode, we take part in the Asian Champions League for the first time ever, our debut, and I am so excited. Right, I have got an awful lot to bring you up to speed on. We have got Urawa Reds and Ulsan in the Champions League group stage today. We'll get to the Champions League draw in a moment because there's a bit I do need to discuss with you actually. But the last time you was with me was for the 3-3 draw against Kobe and the 6-1 win against Kyoto. Since then, we then played Kobe again in the J1 League, away from home this time, a 1-0 win with a goal from Masaki Watai. And he came on as a substitute, 81st minute, scored the goal. We did dominate the game in terms of XG and shots on and off target and all that. They had slightly more possession. They had better passes completed. So you might be able to argue in that respect it could have been a draw, but considering the large, we more than doubled their XG, I think we did deserve to win that game. 1-0 win against Kobe. It was actually nice to get a win against them, to be fair. Then we played Tokyo Verdy at home, although it's at home for them as well, to all play at the same ground. A 4-0 win in this game. Tokyo Verdy are a team that tends to struggle in the J1 League. Kazuki with the first goal, Hosoya with the second goal with a Kazuki assist, Krastev with the third goal with a Yamamura assist, and then Yamamura scoring from the penalty spot on 84 minutes. Again, much more the dominant side. We had an XG of more than 2 over them. Dominated possession, passes completed, shots on target, shots in general. It was just a very dominant victory for us against our local rivals, which we're starting to get used to. Then we had Nagoya, and we kind of had a bit of a mid-season break around here because we played a league game on the 26th of August. We didn't play another league game after that until the 6th of September. But we did have Nagoya in the League Cup quarterfinal first leg. We won the first leg, which was at home, by 3-1. Again, we were dominant, goals from Kawasaki, Kobayashi getting 2. And as you can see from the team, it was a fully rotated team for this game as well. Nozawa kept his place, but we had Barada and Nakano in the wing-back positions, Capellini and Yamazaki in the centre of defence, with Watanabe and Kawasaki in the centre of midfield, Murayama and Yamamura out wide with Masa in behind Ishinagi. Unfortunately, Ishinagi not really playing too well. I wanted to give him both the cup games in the hope that he would actually get a goal. I'm trying to give him a bit of game time and a bit of experience. Then we went away from home, same scoreline, 3-1. And when you look at the stats, a little bit closer maybe. We did dominate possession, much better pass completion. They had more shots on target, same amount of shots at goal. So it was a bit closer in terms of the stats. But Yamamura giving us the lead with a Nakano assist, then Watai scoring with a Nakano assist, and then Kobayashi scoring, coming on as a substitute from a Nakano assist. So Nakano playing both games in the right back position, getting 3 assists in that game. Did he get the assist in the previous game? Let me just check. I don't think he did, but let me just check if he did or not. No, he didn't. So yeah, he saved all his assists for that one game really. Then we played Sapporo in the J1 League. 4-2 win away from home. Again, it was pretty comfortable. Stats massively in our favour in every way, shape or form. Pires getting the first 2 goals. Kazuki getting the third. Krastev getting the fourth. Saito having a goal disallowed as well. But Saito did get an assist in that game as well. Hosoya also getting a couple of assists. So this was a game as well, by the way, that we actually did win the J1 League. And we actually did get a trophy list, which I really wish I'd filmed it now because I think last season I may have clicked continue a bit too early, but this season I actually took my hands off the mouse, let it play out. And yeah, we got the trophy list, 4-2 win. It wraps up the league title. If we have a look at the J1 League, Kawasaki are second, level on points with Yokohama. We are 22 points ahead of them. They've got 6 games to play, so there's only 18 points that both of them teams can get. We do also have a game in hand. This season has been even easier than last season. We've already got more points than what we had last season. We've still got 7 games to go. The only defeat has been against Kyoto. We've had 3 draws, 2 away from home against Osaka and the Urawa Reds, and one of those at home against Kobe. And we do play the Urawa Reds today, who are 16th in the league. We are away from home, but really we should be able to beat them. But as you know by now, we have this absolutely terrible record against them. Right, let's go to the Champions League now. I just want to show you the draw for that. So this is our group. We have April 25, who are North Korean, Port, who are Thailand, and Ulsan, who are South Korean. Now, Ulsan are the team that we play first away from home. They are the team that's most likely to cause us problems. And so, yeah, basically we get the most difficult game away against them out the way first time round. So when we have a look at their general page, it says up here, Continental, 3-star reputation, professional team. They clearly are a very good team. I believe they have won this competition before as well, where we haven't. Then there's also Port, who are a Thailand team, or team from Thailand, 2.5-star national reputation, professional team. Technically, they shouldn't be as good as us. And then against April 25, who are the North Korean team, April 25 Sports Group, to give them their full name. By the way, they play in a stadium that's got 114,000 capacity. I mean, that is madness. I don't think they're ever going to fill 114,000. But the Mayday Stadium for April the 25th, I'm starting to wonder if everything about this team revolves around months in the year. Their nickname is the Korean People's Army. Now, they are semi-professional as well, 1.5-star reputation. But the first question that came to my mind, and I don't want to turn this into a political channel or anything like that, but from what we hear through our media, are we actually going to be able to play games on TV in North Korea? And the answer to that is yes. If we go to the schedule, we play them away from home here and it is on television. So that quite surprised me. But then there's also the fact that, do we have April 25 and Ulsan in real life? Would they actually be able to play each other and they've got to go into each other's country? I don't know. It seems a bit suspicious to me. If we have a look at all the groups, we won't go through all the groups, but basically the qualification for this is that the top team in all 10 groups, it's 10 teams of 4, the top team in all 10 groups go through to the second round, the last 16. And then it's split up into groups A down to F, the 3 best second place teams in them 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Must be E. In them 5 groups, the 3 best second place teams in them 5 groups then go through to the round of 16 as well. And F through to J, yeah, that's it. F through to J, it's the 3 best second place teams in them 5 groups go through to as well. So they're the other 6 teams that make up the last 16. So looking at our group, I think Ulsan from South Korea are going to be one of the favourites, if not the favourite for our group. I would recommend, or I would imagine, we are second favourites. So as long as we are one of the 3 best second place teams, then we're quite, obviously if we get top of the group, then we're through anyway. But I don't know what to expect from the Champions League. It's my first season playing in it. I don't know how good all these other teams are. Obviously, the Saudi teams, you would imagine, are going to be the best teams. The likes of Al Ittihad and Al Hilal, teams like that. We know that the Saudi Pro League is the top league in Asia, so you would expect them to be the best teams. We don't have any of those in our group. All the other leagues are below us. So I would imagine, can we click on it? Yes, so if we look at past, Urawa Reds actually won this like 6 years ago. And if we actually click on the past winners, Ulsan did win it in 2020 as well, beating this team in the final. Kashima have also won it. Urawa Reds have won it a couple of times actually. And so there is a history of Japanese teams winning this competition. Can we add to that? The board, they have an expectation that we will get to the quarterfinals of the competition. So clearly they do think that we should be doing something in this. So obviously today we do have Urawa Reds and Ulsan. And then what we'll probably do is, because I'm not going to be able to play every single game on camera, it's just going to take too long. So what I'm thinking is after that, we probably come back for something like Shonan and Port on Monday. And then on Tuesday, the last league game of the season with Fukuoka, unless of course we're in the the league cup will take place sooner. We're out of the All Japan Cup, so I ain't got to worry about that. So yeah, Shonan and Port potentially in the next episode, and then Fukuoka on April 25 in the final episode, which means that we would have completed the group stage by next Tuesday, and we would have played against each of the three teams on camera as well. So hopefully that sits well with you guys. But let's get into the first game of today's episode, which is the Urawa Reds. Right, here we are then in the match day centre. And in a way, these 7 remaining league games don't really mean a great deal to us because we have got more important things to worry about. We have won the league already. So, yeah, it's a bit, do I take them seriously? Do I not? I'm taking them seriously for the time being because I do want to keep winning games, quite honestly. So we have Nozawa in goal, Matsunage at left back, Morimoto right back, Nakamura and Seko, our new signing, in the centre of defence, Rui Perez and Azuka in the centre of midfield, with Kazuki and Sato out wide, Krastev in behind Hosoya. We do still have Adrian Prisbrick out, he's going to be out for the next 2 months, so pretty much most of the remainder of the season. And yeah, let's get into today's game. We do have 3 players in the starting 11 that are 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So hopefully they don't all pick them all up at the same time because it's both our centre backs and Lizuka. And there's our guard of honour for winning the league. We let you just watch the guard of honour because this is always nice to see. We couldn't bring you the trophy lift because basically I weren't quick enough to get OBS turned on or anything. But you can see the guard of honour. Krastev is absolutely loving it, our captain. And let's get into the game. Hopefully our squad don't kind of think, oh, this isn't important. We've already won the league. We don't need to give it 100%. Because I really do want to beat the Urawa Reds. I'll tell you that much now. And there's the first goal. Kai Morimoto on the score sheet. He wants to end this jinx as well. And yeah, it's been going on long enough. I don't like having teams that we just can't beat. It just seems ludicrous. And it also means that I can maybe stop showing games against the Reds as often on camera because we would have ended the jinx. It's just I don't want to end the jinx off camera. So Krastev now with the corner. He's going to go short. It goes to Sato. Gives it back to Krastev. He can't get the ball in the box. And now the Reds can break. But Krastev wins it back. Good play. Gives it to Rui Perez. He gives it away again. It's another example of Rui Perez giving the ball away. I might have to start playing Watanabe or someone in there. And I might need to start looking at replacing Perez. Right, here's Kazuki now. Here's Perez. Krastev puts it out wide to Kazuki. Oh, what a lovely finish. That was a beautiful, gorgeous little finish from Kazuki. And I wondered for a minute why he was over on the right-hand side. I'm thinking, did I play him instead of Sato? But then I kind of realised that I'm playing him for Prisbarek. Here's Sato with the ball. Gives it to Morimoto, Lizuka, Perez. Oh, and if Kazuki finished that, Perez would have got a nice little assist to his name. Right, here's Krastev again. It's nice as well that we get the Guard of Honour at our own stadium because we weren't able to lift the trophy at our own stadium. It was at Sapporo's ground. Here is another corner, Krastev to take it. Keeper comes out, claims it quite comfortably. We're still not great at corners, I've got to admit, but I'll try and sort something out with that during the close season, in the transfer special, basically. Right, Krastev loses the ball. The Reds have it back, but then they give it away. It's with Kazuki. Here's Rui Perez. Gives it to Lizuka, who's doing quite well in terms of his progression. And Krastev with the goal. Sota Sato with the assist. And Krastev is having one of those games where he looks very, very good. He is a bit inconsistent, Philip Krastev. But when he's good, he is very good. Here's Hosoya, gives it to Kazuki. Probably going to have to go on their own. They can't go on their own. Oh, he's going over to the little box. He's going over to the little telly. He's done the old signal. I mean, surely that's got to be a penalty. Surely that's got to be a penalty. It was in the area He's not a diver, Kazuki. He's absolutely not a diver. That's got to be a penalty. He gives the old signal. Oh, it's no penalty. Oh, I was convinced he was going to give a penalty for us. He's probably stood at the box and said to his VAR officials, look, they're already 3-0 up. Do we really need to make it worse? And they've just said, no, just say it's no penalty. Right, final 5 minutes of the first half. We have dominated. They've not even had a shot, let alone... Oh, they've just had 2 shots in one go. But they've still not had a shot on target. It has been total domination this first half. We're 3-0 up. I'm going to say the curse is over. Here's Lazuka. Ball over the top now for Krastev, and it's been saved. Krastev could have had his second goal of the game. He's going to take a corner though. Can he deliver with this corner kick? Towards the back post. It's gone away, and that's the end of the first half. So we seem to be getting a lot. I mean, we've had 10 shots on target. It's been an absolute massacre. How they've had 65% possession, I do not know. But yeah, this episode could be a bit of a longer one than normal because of all the talk at the beginning about the Champions League and whatever else. But hopefully you're okay with that. I will try and edit it down a little bit. But I usually try to keep it to around 20 to 25 minutes. But I do think this will go probably closer to the 30-minute mark. Right, let's make some substitutions. We don't need to keep Perez on anymore. We'll bring Kawasaki. It does now mean we've got both central midfielders and both centre-backs, 1 yellow card away. We're going to bring Morimoto off, purely because I just want to rest him a little bit. And Kobayashi can come on for Krastev. Again, it's not because anyone's not playing well, it's just I want to get them off the field and get a bit of a rest into them, quite honestly. Kazuki is probably going to be my next one to come off, which will probably be now, actually. So let's bring Watai on for Kazuki, and Yamamura can come on for Sato. That is all 5 substitutions. No, it's 4. 4 substitutions made. I do still have 1 more to go. Right, they have a free kick. Thankfully, there's not been that many highlights in this second half. This must be one of the first ones, actually. Right, here's then with a cross into the box, and it's hit the crossbar and gone over. We managed to keep a clean sheet for a little bit longer, and they still haven't got a shot on target, and we're 77 minutes into the match. Right, they've given it away to Seko. He goes back to Nozawa. Nozawa gives it to Nakano. Cuts inside. He's going to try and find someone. He's going on his own. No, he gives it to Masa Watai. Needs to get the ball into the box. And he does. Oh, and it's a goal from Yamamura. Yosunori Yamamura. I am loving this boy. He is doing so well. Coming on as a substitute, scoring, starting games and scoring. We're going to bring Barada on for Matsunaga. Oh, no, we can't. We have made all 5. Oh, we have made all 5 substitutions. We should have let me made a 6th. I want to fully rotate. But no, this has been absolute domination. They're not even going to get a shot on target by the looks of it. Barely had a shot on goal either. Here's Nakamura. Tried finding Massa, I think it was. He has the ball back again now. What can you do with it this time? Gives it to Lazuka. To Yamamura. Out to Nakano. Oh, Nakano gets an assist for Yamamura's second goal of the game. Coming on as a substitute for Sota Sato. Do I stick with Yamamura out on the right? I am trying to look at potential replacements for Sato for next season, because he's only on loan this season. And there is the option of, do I ask for another loan back, or do I just move on and try and get somebody else in? But in Yamamura, I might actually already have that person. 5-0 win, really good performance. Level on games at the moment with the teams around us of 25 points going. It's been an absolute doddle, this league, it really has. But if we look at Yamamura a minute, I just want to take you down and have a quick look at him. In all competitions, 9 starts, 15 substitute appearances. So 24 appearances in total. 13 goals, 7 assists at 7.26. That's 20 goal contributions in 24 appearances, with only 9 of those being from the start. I need to put a lot of thought into this boy. Right, I'm going to go and rest some players now because we've only got 2 days between games. If that was any other game, I probably would have put a fully rotated 11 in. But because I wanted to end our jinx, I did rest people. Right, the next game is against Ulsan, away from home in the Champions League as we make our debut in that competition. I'll see you at the Matchday Centre for it. Right, before we get into the Champions League, just wanted to show you the budgets have been set for next season. They were set after we won the league against Sapporo. And I'm a bit disappointed, I've got to say, because we already had 11 million in the transfer budget. They've only given us another 7 million. So that's gone up to just under 19 million. Our wage budget, I think it's gone up by about 10,000, nothing major, might not even be that much. So we have a spare £86,000 in the wage budget. We will have more spare as well once we release a load of players on free transfers at the end of this season, because just as a reminder, if we come back to the actual squad and filtered by expiry date, as it is at the moment, we've got all of this. I mean, that one's non-applicable, but we've got what, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50 odd thousand pounds that will be taken off of this. So we're going to have well over £100,000 in the wage budget. And I'm looking forward to spending that, but I just wish we could have had a little bit more, because we're at the stage now where big signings, like we're talking 3, 4, 5 million minimum, is really what we're looking at. And, you know, there will be the odd free transfer in there and the odd smaller fee if someone's got a lot of potential we can put in our reserves or whatever. But we're looking at basically improving our first team. And in order to improve our first team, we need a good level of players, because even someone like Kai Morimoto, that if you look at his star rating is not particularly high, he's got 4-star potential. His training needs to improve, that's for certain. That's the first time I've seen that going down like that. Not sure why, because it has always been going up in the right direction. But when you see him in game, he's always fantastic for us. You know, same with Lazuka, who's got 4.5-star potential. All of his ratings are going in the right direction as well. He's improving. When we first brought him in, he was 1.5 stars. He's now up to 3 star. He's still got more potential to fill. So, and he's only 19. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking at for that. Might improve on our goalkeeper. Depends if we get offers for him. But anyway, I'll get ahead of myself. That's for next week. Same team as the team we went out with in the last game. It's Nozawa in goal, Matsunaga left back, Morimoto right back, Nakamura and Seko in the middle of defence, Rui Perez and Lazuka in the central midfield, Kazuki and Sato out wide with Krastev in behind Hosoya. The nice thing is we actually get 12 substitutes, or we have 12 substitutes we can take with us. We can only use 5, but we just have more players available to us. So that's quite nice to have. A Champions League debut. Oh, I'm quite nervous now. I know I said I was excited and whatever earlier on, which I was. I mean, it don't tell us anything about their manager or their recent form or anything. So I don't really know. I mean, it's probably because we haven't got the leagues loaded in. But yeah, it just feels a bit odd. Right, so we're obviously in the white. We're the away team. Be interested. Oh my word! I thought it was going to go 1-0 up after 16 seconds. Well, that's not a good start. So 13,854 in attendance. This is our little group here with April the 25th. Right, we have a coin. That's a big old. It looks like an glass office building, doesn't it? Ball goes in, comes down for Sato, goes back out to Krastev. Oh, Krastev's shot saved. Morimoto picks up the loose ball to Rui Perez, out to Matsunaga, goes back infield towards Krastev, back out to Matsunaga. Can he get it back into the box or in? Oh, not quite. Yeah, I've not been nervous in a game. Oh, Sato, how have you not scored? I thought the goalkeeper was running away from goal at one point in that. Right, Krastev looks like he's going to go short, and he does to Sato. Ball into the box, but they clear it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I felt nervous. It's going into the unknown. I don't know how good these teams are. I don't know if we should consider ourselves heavy favourites or not. I mean, this team here does, and this fixture of being away from home as well, does feel like it's going to be the toughest of the ties that we will have in this group stage. Sato's through and the keeper's pulled out a great save. Right, it's going to be a corner. Krastev will take it again. Outswinger towards the back post. They clear it. Kazuki lets it go out for a throw-in. There's me in my red shirt and my yellow tie. Right, Hosoya now gets tackled. They win the ball back and now they can counter. This could be a good opportunity for them. They've taken it a bit wider, but put it into the centre. Oh, and I think it was offside anyway. But that would have been a really good opportunity for Ulsan, the South Korean team, of course. They take the goal kick. They go long. We get the ball. It's with Kazuki. He goes out to Morimoto. Can he deliver the ball? No. I mean, that's not a penalty. It was outside the area. I don't really know why the referee's having to go to VAR over that. I mean, his linesman's just there. His assistant, rather. Can he not see that was outside the box? I mean, that's the least surprising no penalty decision ever. I mean, I knew that was outside the box, and I'm useless at refereeing, as you lot probably know. And that was just a waste of a free kick as well, to be quite honest. We've had 6 shots on target. We haven't scored. We should be doing a lot better. I kind of feel like we have been easily the better and more dominant team. But they do look dangerous on the break like that, though, I have to say. They do look like they've got a speedy little counter in them. But they're yet to get a shot on target. Compared to our 6, we've dominated possession. It's probably a disappointing first half in terms of our finishing. Is there going to be an option to... So this is where I need something here saying, oh, here we go. I'm happy with the number of shots on target so far. Funnily enough, is what the assistant's recommending. So we will point our finger at them and say that and send them out there. They've made 2 or 3 substitutions. 3, I think it is. 3 substitutions. So their manager's clearly not happy with their first half performance, and I don't blame him, to be honest. Right, they do have the first highlight of the second half, though. If we end up going on to lose this after such a dominant first half, I will not be happy. Right, we get the ball back. It's with Seko. He goes back to Nozawa, the goalkeeper. He gives it back to Seko. I kind of feel like it's a waste of time going back to him. He's just going to pass it back to you. And that's given away by us. We get it back again through Krastev and Hosoya. Kazuki puts Krastev through. Oh, and he's saved it again. We've got the world's best goalkeeper to try and get past. How are goalkeepers always having such great games against me? Oh, and they're through. Oh. I'll tell you what, they might not have had a shot on target yet, Ulsan, but they've had at least 2 really good opportunities to score. They really could have punished it. And what was that? I mean, what kind of a pass was that? Oh. We're not going to keep getting away with it. This is the problem. And they look like they're scoring here. There you go. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. We've been the first shot on target as well. That hurts. That really hurts. I think it was just hit the crossbar as well. The keeper's made a good save, actually. Why they've made 3 substitutions at half time and they've come out looking a lot better than they did when they went into the half time. Nozawa picks up the ball. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. And do you know what? I think I might be done with Sota Sato. He's not been playing well. We're going to bring Yamamura on. And I think Kobayashi is coming on for Hosoya as well, who is going through a bit of a sticky patch himself in terms of scoring goals at the moment. Right, Krastev goes short with a corner to Kobayashi. It's now with Kazuki to Rui Perez. Krastev, who's missed a couple of sitters himself. Here's Kazuki. Oh, Kazuki was trying to bend it into the top corner then. Weren't too far out. Right, they have a goal kick and they go long, which is what they like to do by the looks of it. Nakamura has it, gives it to Nozawa. Come on, boys, you're capable of turning this around. Here's Matsunaga. Kazuki to Kobayashi. Puts it out wide for Yamamura. Gets the ball in towards the box. It's cleared as far as Rui Perez. Here's Nakamura. Back with Rui Perez. Good ball for Yamamura. Yamamura's done it. I knew he could do it. It's 1-1. That's the equaliser. And we've at least deserved a goal. That's for certain. Porter beat in April the 25th. Right, we have the ball again. Kazuki to Rui Perez. Oh, and Rui Perez, 7th goal of the season. We've turned it around with 2 goals in probably a couple of minutes. But all the highlights are coming at the moment. They now have the ball with the next highlight. Let's not concede an equaliser. Now we've just got ourselves back in front. Good tackle from Rui Perez. Gives it to Matsunaga. Well, Matsunaga picks up the loose ball. Goes back to Nozawa. If we get a win in this game, then I will absolutely believe we can just go on and romp this group. Here's Morimoto. That was a wonderful ball to switch play to the other side. Gives it to Yamamura. Yamamura's through. Oh, Yamamura couldn't quite finish it. I mean, he's still done more in the 15 minutes or so he's been on than what Sato did in an hour. And that's gone out for a goal kick. Right, we're going to make a next round of substitutions. Right, Krastev's not playing particularly well, so we bring him off for Masa Watai. I think Nakamura can come off for... Where's my man? Oh no, I must have left him out. We can come off for Barada anyway. So that's 4 substitutions. So we've got 1 more we can make. 2-1 up. Perez has been instrumental in both of them goals. And we're seeing it out on the 85th minute. Let's bring on Nakano for Morimoto. Bit of fresh legs in our defence. We have a throw in with Nakano. Massa gives it to Lazuka. Lazuka to Massa. Oh, good ball from him for Yamamura. Kobayashi. Oh, he could have scored. Could have made it 3-1. I mean, it don't really matter how many we win by. We just want the win. We're going to go short on this corner. You never really see people just try and keep... Oh, there you go. I was just going to say, you'd never see them try to keep it in the corner late in the game, but that's what we just saw then. Right, Matsunaga will take the throw in. Eventually. I mean, how many times do you want to do that? There you go. Gives it to Kazuki. To Rui Perez. Right, 5 minutes of added on time. And it looks like we're going to hold on. And we have. We've won our first ever game in the Champions League in the toughest game of the group stage, in my opinion, away from home against Ulsan. That is a very good win. I am really, really happy with that. We are second in our group because Port have absolutely smashed April 25. So if we go to our schedule, I have got Nagata coming up in the semi-final of the League Cup. But I think what we'll do next is we'll come back for April 25 and Shonan. So I'll play Kawasaki and 3 games against Nagata with a game against Port sandwiched in the middle offline. We'll come back for April 25. We'll come back for Shonan and Port in the next episode. And then we'll have Fukuoka versus April 25. We might also have a League Cup final somewhere in amongst all this as well. But, yeah, it'll probably be Shonan and Port in Monday's episode. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Hope you have lots of fun. And I'll see you on Monday for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.